Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a major headline coming out of Zimbabwe, a story that revolves around issues of land, history and modern-day politics. In a recent turn of events, approximately 1,300 white Zimbabwean commercial farmers have reached an agreement with President Emerson Mnangagwa's government. These farmers had their land seized back in the early 2000s, an era that marked a dramatic shift in Zimbabwe's agricultural landscape. Now they've signed up to receive compensation for their losses, with payments being issued in 10-year treasury bills. To put this into context, let's rewind a bit. The early 2000s were a tumultuous time in Zimbabwe. Under the leadership of then-President Robert Mugabe, a series of land reforms were initiated aimed at redistributing land from white-owned farms to black Zimbabweans. The idea was to rectify the imbalances created during the colonial era. However, the execution was fraught with violence, chaos, and accusations of political favoritism. Fast forward to today, and the narrative has taken yet another twist. The decision to compensate the former landowners is seen by many as a gesture towards reconciliation and economic stability. It's also a strategic move to attract foreign investment and mend international relations, especially with Western nations. Yet, this decision isn't without its critics. For many black Zimbabweans who are still grappling with poverty and lack of access to productive land, this feels like a betrayal. They argue that compensation diverts critical resources that could be used to enhance local infrastructure and public services, sectors that desperately need attention. Moreover, let's talk about the method of compensation: 10-year treasury bills. This choice raises eyebrows in terms of economic impact. Zimbabwe has been battling hyperinflation and economic instability for years. The reliability of these treasury bills and their value over time is something that's being hotly debated by economists and local citizens alike. But here's another layer to consider: the echoes of the past. The land issue in Zimbabwe is deeply intertwined with the country's history of colonialism. The land was originally taken from indigenous populations by British colonizers and redistributed among white settlers. The early 2000s land reforms were, in many ways, an attempt to rectify these historical wrongs. Today's compensations, however, stir up old debates about justice, reconciliation, and economic pragmatism. What does this all mean for the future of Zimbabwe? It's complicated. On one hand, there's a clear need to stabilize the economy and attract international partners. On the other, there's a pressing demand to address historical injustices and current inequalities. As always, the situation in Zimbabwe is a powerful reminder of how past policies and injustices continue to shape the political and economic landscapes of countries long after the original actors have left the stage. It poses the difficult question of how to move forward in a way that honors both the past and the future. Thanks for tuning in. This story isn't just about Zimbabwe, it's about the ongoing global struggle for justice, equality and stability in a world that's ever-changing. Make sure to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates on this story and many others. Your thoughts and comments are welcome down below. Let's keep the conversation going.